That's really good. What? I can dip my own finger in my peanut butter. I live here by myself. I guess I'm busted. I want to show you 6 tips on how to create sharper images with your photography. Now, moving on to number 1, use a tripod. Yes, that's right. Tripods are designed to keep the camera very stable. Now, I know sometimes they can be clunky, bulky, heavy, and awkward, but they do work. Now, if you don't like all that awkwardness of a tripod, that leads me to number 2. Use a monopod. Monopods are great. They're just like a tripod, but with one leg. Monopods you can squish up, throw in your bag, and they weigh next to nothing. Now, moving on to number 3, shoot at your lens's sharpest aperture. Now, you're thinking, what? Well, in theory, that is about 2 stops down from your lens's widest aperture setting. So if you're shooting with a fast lens like an f2.8, that's going to be somewhere, I guess, around f5.6 and f8. That would be your sharpest area to get the sharpest image that your lens can provide you. Number 4, get good glass. I can't stress how important getting good glass is. When I say glass, I'm talking about lens, right? You can have the best camera in the world with the best sensor and all the bells and whistles, but if your lens replicates the eyes of an 80-year-old with cataracts, you're never going to get a sharp image. Number 5, use mirror lockup. Now, for you mirrorless camera owners, this really doesn't apply to you, so you can move on to the next one. But for you old school DSLR shooters like me, we've got a mirror that flops up and a shutter that comes down, all in a microsecond. Every time that mirror flops up, it creates micro vibrations. If you can eliminate that action, you can enhance your chances of creating a more stable and sharp image. Number 6, turn off vibration reduction or image stabilization if you're not using it. If you're not hand holding your camera or using it in some kind of an action sequence, you're only wearing down your battery and creating more of a chance of creating an unstable or unsharp image. Every time you hit that shutter button and the motors and gyros crank up, they start to vibrate. You can feel it in your lens, and if you can feel it, you know your camera can. Number 7, use a camera strap. Now, in particular, I kind of hate them, but I have used one in the past and it has helped me out in a pinch to create a sharp image. Let me show you in this excerpt. Okay, so this is what I do. I usually take this strap right here. I'm gonna wrap it around my bicep and tricep, around my forearm a couple times, create a tight fit. And I'm gonna pull tight this way and hold it up to my eye. It creates a nice stable platform, and hopefully it will help you if you're in a pinch. Now, since we're talking about camera straps, I'm going to move on to number 8, and that is use a cross arm technique. Now, this is something that I've created for myself, and I want to show you how I do it in this shot right here. Okay, so the cross arm technique is pretty simple. Basically, I take the lens of my camera, rest it right in here in the bend of my elbow, take this hand, lock it around this wrist, and hold it up really tight. It's almost kind of like a chokehold for your camera. I don't know, maybe I should call it a chokehold technique. Either way, hold your arms and your elbows up really tight, and it makes for a very stable shot. You use that along with burst mode, and I guarantee you it will save you in a pinch. Number 9, now this is pretty cool, use burst mode. Pros use this still today to obtain a sharp image in a particular low light situation. Set your camera to burst mode, hold down the shutter button, let it rip, and I can guarantee you 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get at least one sharp image. Number 10, last but not least, use a timer. Timers are great. They're not only used for those awkward family photos when you don't have another person to take the photo for you, they can be used to create sharp images when you don't really want to touch the camera. Sometimes if you're shooting astrophotography and you were to push the shutter button on the camera, that little bit of movement will offset that entire image and ruin it. Well, that's it. I know I said 6, I think I gave you 10, that's like 4 free ones. Anyway, put these to the test, see how they help you get sharper images. I hope this has helped you, and if you want to see more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and hit that bell. That way you know when I put out more material, and I will see you when I come back. Now this moves on, Now this moves me on to number 8. Am I doing the right numbers?